Yo, everyday superpower. Might be a short one, this one, to be fair. One of the most important lessons in verbal communication: use their name. When you talk to somebody, use their name. It's a pleasure to the ears for the most part. Use their proper name. Okay? Over here in England, we say mate, such as the Australians. We can say pal, dude. Why can't you change that and say, alright Ben, alright Davina, hey, how you doing Sabrina, you been alright? Let's say you know someone called David, yeah? Everyone knows him by Dave. You can be special. Call him David. You don't need to go abbreviating his name and calling him something he's not. Don't call him out his name. Call him his name, his birth name. He will respond to you in a way which he won't respond to those who call him Dave. Because what is Dave? Dave is a friend's name. Dave is a pally name. David was given to him by his parents. As a child, he was called David. On the register at school, he was called David. On his identification, he's called David. The authorities know him as David. When you call him David, he will give you attention, or his ears will prick up to listen to what you're going to tell him, to ask him, to speak to him about. Way better than any mate or pal or Dave or D. Big D. Alright, yeah. You're a friend, but you're not close, like the person who calls me David. If you know somebody who's foreign and might have an awkward name to say, don't ask for an easy way out. Learn how to say their name, because nobody else is doing that. And in the realms of romance, yeah, if you happen to meet someone, if you meet an Indian girl or an African girl with a name that the Western world might find quite awkward to pronounce, don't laugh about it, don't joke about it. That's their identity. Don't try to find an easy way out. Oh, I'm called so-and-so, but over here you can just call me this. You know what I mean? They will make it easier for you by applying a westernized variation or abbreviation to their name. A nickname of sorts. Just learn their name properly and speak to them with respect. You know where I'm coming from? Respectfully, you will talk to them with their real name. When you receive an email, it's much nicer when it starts with your name, right? Hi, so-and-so. That's an email marketer's wet dream, that. Lists of real names that we can apply to the start of emails, because they'll pay more attention, trust me. This is one of the principles in How to Win Friends and Influence People by, is it Dale Carnegie who wrote that? Use their real name. It's hardwired into them to react. And on the flip side, as far as nicknames go, it was only so long ago when I called a fella called Richard Rich, and he had to correct me, no, it's Richard. And he said to another person called Graham, should I call you Gray? Call them their proper name. I mean, I really want to highlight the awkward names thing. If they have an awkward name, you will be one in a million to actually go through the effort to learn them. This could be a potential life-changing individual you are, speaking to. When it comes to people in authoritarian positions, your boss, the police officer, the so on and so forth, speak to them with manners and speak to them properly. People listen. If you're in a relationship with someone and you're so used to being casual and cracking jokes with each other, wait until you say her name in full. Let's say she called Danielle and you got all these pet names for her. Alright, D. Alright, Danny. Alright, Danzo. Alright, D-Dog. Alright, D-Bomb. Oh, how's it going, Danzo? Danielle. You doing alright today? Something inside her's gonna flutter, yeah? Real talk. You're gonna speak to her with a parental authority. Something comforting, hopefully something comforting. Something mature. Something from a place of strength. As an adult, you will respect another adult and they will respect you for addressing them correctly. It's very important to call people properly by their names, and feel free to throw it in conversation as much as you want. Hey, how's it going? How's it going, Tom? Are you okay? I mean, Tom being it's weird really, because there are some names, to be fair, because Tom is Thomas, right? But some might like to just be known as Tom, as opposed to Tommy and so on and so forth. So I guess there are some exceptions to the rule. You will come across a Luke who has been named Luke, although it is, it's supposed to be an abbreviation from Lucas, right? But their parents have named him Luke, and so you can't really take a risk into that one, because you might actually into the realms of calling him by a nickname in Lucas. Well, my parents named me Luke. You see where I'm coming from? My parents named me Tom. You know when it's a nickname. When everyone around that person is calling them these funny little abbreviations and calling them everything aside from their actual literal name, you're going to come across as so much more important to them. They're going to have more time for you, and they're going to feel a different kind of way towards you if you address them respectfully. And remember their name. I mean, I don't have a great memory, in all fairness, so I can't remember everyone's name as well as some people. But when you meet someone and then meet them again on a second time and a third time and a fourth time, and you address them by their name. Hey, how's it going, Anthony? Have you been good since last time? You told me about this and that. They'll feel remembered, they'll feel acknowledged. You'll touch them to their soul, to their core, because we all want to be acknowledged, we all want to be known. Okay, I'm not going to delve into the realms of parental absence and so on and so forth, but there is a parental aspect to that, and you may be fulfilling a need in doing this. It may really touch deep when you do this, okay? And that's that. I'm signing out.